we are working mostly with let's say big fishes, big broadcasters that I don't see them shutting down the classical TV for now, but they have very serious approach when it comes to OTT. So they have all at the same time, and we are working on the OTT part with them. But then what we are seeing is that due to the flexibility that internet brings and OTT brings, they may be doing, for instance, some special things that are only on the OTT services, or they bring for certain sports, for instance, there's some content that's exclusively over internet. So I still see that there's a mixed approach where we are still sticking to classic TV, let's say. But then there's a ton of new things coming up with this. Like we have seen fast channels appearing in certain clients. We have seen that they are taking more advantage of how ads works in the streaming world.
Yeah.
So there's it's a living thing, but I don't see that we are shutting down classical TV yet. At least not yet.
Yeah. Interesting. So let's talk about your solution. Why don't you tell us, the company is roughly 15 years old. Is that?
Yeah, we were born or founded in 2008. So yeah, it's
okay.
a bit over than 15 years.
Over 15 years. Early days of streaming, really. It's hard
Absolutely.
to believe. I was building an instrumental, or I was a part of a team building an instrumental video platform in the U.S. that eventually got sold to Walmart. And 2008, 2007. In fact, the product debuted, and it was like November 2007. And boy, at the time, it's amazing how far we've come.
Absolutely, yeah. I still remember the days previous to even when platforms like YouTube didn't have live. Those things are not that old. If you
That's
say,
incredible. Yeah, it really is.
But it's still a boiling, I would say, industry, and there's a ton of things going on in terms of.
There's always new challenges, right? There's a very interesting paradox, which is often talked about with AI, around AI. But as the price of a new technology or a new capability goes down, it has the opposite effect. Oftentimes, maybe someone who's not into economics would say, well, doesn't that hurt the business? Doesn't that mean now that they used to the industry used to be able to make this much money, but the price is compressing, meaning it's not as expensive to deliver, technologies are better. Does that mean the industry gets smaller? No, it's actually it's completely the opposite. And that's why it's a paradox, is that as it gets more cost effective to stream, and as our technologies get better and more efficient, it actually drives more consumption, and it drives more usage of video, and traffic on the internet expands even faster because there's new use cases, right? There's new applications that are created, new entertainment experiences.